I finally cracked the code and found the best Stasis list. Today, you'll see just how good the Red Splash and Root Mace can be. Alright, I am on the play here in match 1 versus AAUE, huh? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not sure it's intended to be pronounced. This is just a Turbo Stasis hand. I am going to keep it. I've got Fire Ice if I really need it. We'll just have to see if that's a thing or not. That is a Goblin Lackey. I think I am going to drop Forsaken City on the expectation that I'm probably going to be firing this Goblin Lackey here. And I will just go ahead and remove it. Oh yeah, they're wasting my city. That's fantastic. I like that. Oh, but they had another Goblin Lackey. That's not fantastic. I don't like that. All right, well, this guy's just going to connect. There's not really much I can do about it. Okay, it's just a Siege Gang commander. They've got the forest, and they're not doing anything else. So I found Counterspell, Impulse, Island, huh? I don't know if I need to Impulse for anything right now. I think I am going to take the Counterspell. If this is all they've got going on, then I think I will be all right. All right, yeah, they're just sacking a Goblin to do 2 to me at the end step. That's fine. And I am going to take 5 here, down to 12. Let's see what they drop in. Another Siege Gang commander, huh? That is wild. No additional land drop. I think it kind of just has to be Stasis time. This opponent looks like they know what I'm doing. So I really need to think about this. It is definitely Stasis time. It's just how I put Stasis into play. I could just drop Stasis, put an island into play, and then protect it with Thwart. If I do that, then just based off of island, then if the top of their deck is Wasteland, then I am safe from that. If the top of their deck is Rishadan Port, assuming they naturalize me and then port one of my lands, I would actually be okay because I wouldn't have the mana necessary to activate the port. So Stasis into 2 untapped islands would insulate me from naturalize into port, and it would also insulate me from just port. Forsaken City into Stasis means that I would be vulnerable to naturalize plus Wasteland off the top of the deck. Okay, I think I am going to just drop basic island into Stasis. Thwart is my counterspell of choice right now, and they've just got nothing, or choosing to do nothing. They ripped Rishadan Port off the top of their deck, and they are putting a Goblin Lackey into play. Are they going to port me? No, they are not. Now I kind of have to play out this Forsaken City, attacking only with the Lackey. If they have Goblin Pile Driver, then I'm kind of in trouble. All right, they didn't hit much off of that. A Mog Fanatic and a Goblin Ringleader. Okay, so I am going to do the untapped Forsaken City trick here. Oh, great. I found another Forsaken City. That is amazing, actually. I like that a lot. I think I will tap one of these cities. Oh, they're attacking with the Ringleader. How interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm actually at the point, because of the double Forsaken City, I think I will simply keep them tapped. I am immune to the Wasteland effect here. Oh, yeah. Thwart that. Or do I counterspell it? No, I'm going to thwart it. Okay, that was a really good exchange for me. I like that. I'm going to pitch this Stasis here, and then just continue making land drops. That mountain represents the Lackey that they had. I don't know if they're going to cast it or not. I do want to find a win condition at some point. We're going to have to see if I can find like a Black Vise or something. Because right now, all I'm doing is just making land drops. Yeah, OSB, Goblins have been showing up in the leagues a lot lately. They are actually the primary reason why I have moved to 3 Pyroclasms in the sideboard on top of the Cursed Totems. Because Pyroclasm and Cursed Totems are different and are good in different matchups. Okay, if this is naturalized number 2, which a lot of Goblin lists are playing, then I do actually have that covered. Oh, they just are swinging out here. All right. You know, my life total is actually not running super high here. There's a chance I'll have to fire this Mog Fanatic, or at least ice it. Let's see what they do. Yeah, I think I am actually going to ice the Mog Fanatic. The correct response to this is just to sacrifice it. Yeah, there they go. Oh, I found Gush. I like that a lot. Going to pick up some tapped islands, play some untapped ones. And now I've got a Counterspell available, and I can have another Counterspell available here in a minute. I am at an effective 1, which is a problem. I think I am actually going to burn a single island here on untapping a Forsaken City so that I can hold open double Counterspell if I need to. I'm still not finding a Black Vise. I'm over a third of the way through the deck. I probably should have found one by now, or at least I would have wanted to. Instead, all I've got are these stinky lands. I don't think I'm using this Fire Ice. I think it's kind of past the point for that. So I'm just gonna have triple Counterspell. Yeah, no. I will be pitching one of these to Forsaken City here. Oh, that's a land drop. I don't like that. These Siege Gang commanders are still active. It's possible that I lose this game because I just never found a win condition. I have 4 Black Vises in the deck. One of them should be popping up somewhere, or at least you would think. And I can't really remove both these Siege Gang commanders. But if they just find a land here, then I'm dead. That's the land. I'm dead. It's possible they're going to try and kill me in response to something. It's possible that they're going to try and run out my clock. I'm going to have to be aware of that. Yeah, I'm just going to put the concede in here. Yeah, there we go. Ugh. Maybe I could have fought that a little bit better. Notably, I died with double Counterspell in hand. But, like, I killed their first Goblin Lackey, and then their second Goblin Lackey was just able to connect twice and put in double Siege King Commander, and that was too much. I could have potentially fired a couple of Goblin tokens at some point. Maybe I should have been more aware of that. But now I am going to sideboard. They are going to bring in their Pyroblasts and their additional Naturalizes and stuff like that. And I am bringing in Pyroclasm. And what am I taking out here? Gonna try taking out a Black Vise, my mana short, and a Flash of Insight. Okay, let's experiment with this and see if I like it or not. Okay, this has quite a bit of protection against a Goblin Lackey start. It has double Impulse, which will let me dig for a Stasis. And it has the city in hand already. This is a pretty good hand. I'm going to keep it. Oh, Mountain Pass. I love to see that. I think I am going to... Well, Double Island represents Counterspell, so I think I'm not going to Portent. Unfortunate turn 2 Portent draw. Yeah, that's just a Goblin Pile Driver. I'm going to let that resolve. I have Fire for that if I need it. But let me see if I can find something even worse. Impulse finds Double Island, Black Vise, and Root Maze. Honestly, I am taking the Root Maze here. Root Maze is just so incredibly strong against basically everything that they're trying to do. And now I get to Portent and look for Stasis. I didn't find it. I think I am just going to shuffle this. I'm looking for Stasis right now. Goblin Tinker, I don't really care about that. Okay, I found the Stasis. I would love to be able to protect this with a Counterspell of some sort. Oh yeah, I have Shivan Reefs in this deck, don't I? Yeah, I'll go ahead and drop Shivan Reef, that's fine. I'm debating on whether I want to take this hit or not. I think I'm going to let it go, and I might actually ice one of their lands and then drop the Stasis Root Maze block. We're going to have to see. Well, they just kind of didn't do anything here, so I think I will continue to just wait. All right, time to chain the Tinker. Pile Driver's going to connect, but it's only going to deal 1. I'm okay with this. And they're just doing nothing. How interesting. They're just doing nothing. Well, I'm kind of just waiting for them to do something here. Yeah, Pile Driver number 2 is fine. No additional threats. It is now time to Pyroclasm. I will do it off Forsaken City. Well, actually, no, I won't. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to do it like this. Second Pyroclasm is really nice for me. Here we go. That's a Goblin War Chief. Into nothing, huh? I'm going to chain their War Chief. Interesting. Just passing turn. Okay, well, I've got double Fire Ice now. So this means that I can double tap a couple of lands here. All right, yeah, this is great for me. This means that I'm going to double tap their Carplusion Forest and their mountain, and then I'm going to land Root Maze Stasis. Ice your Carplusion Forest, ice your mountain, and then this game is over. Forsaken City, Root Maze, Stasis. game is over. I'm going to start removing stops. And now it is just about managing the lock. I literally don't need to do anything else here. I am going to Gush now. I didn't find anything else. You know what? I'm going to be discarding an island anyway. I may as well just play it. And there's the Black Vise. Okay, this is going to happen very quickly. So Forsaken City is allowing me to pay for the Stasis, as you can see here, even though I have the Root Maze in play and all of my lands enter tapped anyway. But all the heroes' lands enter tapped as well. So that means that Wasteland, Rishadan Port, stuff like that, I just don't have to care about. And I am alternating between untapping both my cities and not untapping either of them, just so that I don't have to think as hard. And you know what? Actually, at this point, it literally doesn't matter. Let's just not make the mistake. They're at 1 life here. All right, and that was a relatively quick win, actually. That was pretty dang quick. No changes, deck's perfect. 3 Pyroclasms and 4 Fire Ices. That's a lot of interaction. This hand is 5 lands, not even a Forsaken City, and like 2 interaction pieces. I'm gonna mulligan this. I will keep this one. Do I want double Portent? I don't think so. I think it's sad to say it, but I don't think I can afford double Portent here. Oh, and I F6 through my own turn again. I've really got to stop doing that. I've really got to stop doing that. I need to remember to set my stops. Ugh. Now I'm just starting a turn behind for no reason. I don't want 2 islands and a Chain of Vapor. I am going to shuffle this. All right, well, we've got a Goblin War Chief in play. I am falling to 16 here. At least I'll have Counterspell open now, but I'm not sure how relevant that is. Yeah, that's a Goblin Matron. I think I'm going to Chain of Vapor the Goblin War Chief in response to this. Maybe that was a bit of a mistake, though. I was kind of thinking that I had 3 mana, and I don't because I skipped my first turn. Oh, and they just found Goblin Lackey, huh? Yeah, there's Goblin Lackey. I found Forsaken City. So if I can find Stasis here, then I've got a shot at doing something. I'm gonna have to let the Lackey connect. I don't think I can afford to do anything about it, not with the loss of the land drop. Interesting. I've got double Fire Ice here. Honestly, I think I am gonna take double Fire Ice. I think that's fine. Oh, or I can just Pyroclasm. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Pyroclasm, your board is gone. I'm gonna fall to 12. I think there's a chance I can recover this game. Yeah, I think I've recovered the game. The hero's just doing nothing here. And now I've made all my land drops. Like, I'm at a lower life total than I would be otherwise, but I think I'm doing okay. Well, they're choosing to not play any of their cards out. I am going to drop Black Vise. This is just a fantastic way to punish people for just not doing anything. Oh, they're naturalizing a Black Vise? Yeah, I will take that. I will definitely take that. And now I've just got a wall of Counterspell and interaction available here. Feeling pretty good. Triple Fire Ice, huh? Yeah, they're going to be tapping my Forsaken City. Like, that's okay, I think. I'm not going to be untapping that. And honestly, like, I don't even think that I cast this Gush. Mog Fanatic, huh? Yeah, that's okay. I think I will just let that stay in play. For now, at least. Okay, it looks like they are starting to tap some of their lands here. And that's just a Goblin Pile Driver that they tutored for. They're trying to get a board built back out. Huh. Let me float mana off of this island and Gush here. I found another Gush. I think I'm just going to Counterspell. And honestly, like, I have so many cards in hand, I think I will pitch to Forsaken City here. And like, what do I get rid of? I don't know. Maybe I try to find Stasis here. I am going to main phase an Impulse. Didn't find Stasis. Dang, that stinks. Think I will just discard a basic island, I guess. Do I want to fire these 2 creatures? Yeah, I think I will. That clears the board again. Still leaves me with Counterspell plus Chain open if I need it. Goblin War Chief, all right. I think I'm just going to chain this. Trying not to take damage, trying to let this game last a little longer. Yeah, that was the correct thing for them to do, I think. I'm not going to hardcast Gush here. Ah, Black Vise. I like to see that. And now I've got a consistent source of red, which I really like. That's basic forest. I will chain the Black Vise in response here. I am kind of running low on win conditions, and I want to keep them. But notably, the hero has cast double Naturalize so far. I will fire their Goblin War Chief. Portent myself. I'm really looking for Stasis at this point, honestly. I'm still not finding it. I think I have to shuffle. I haven't made a land drop this turn, so I am going to Gush now. And I've got Counterspell plus Thwart open, which I really like. That's a Stasis. I found it, finally. I am going to take this. And I'm going to try digging for more counter magic. I found it. I found Counterspell, Portent, and Stasis, actually. I think I am just going to hold for now. Tapping my Shivan Reef, that's okay. And I think it's time to start countering cards. All right. How do I want to do this? I have Stasis on top of my deck right now. I'm actually going to pitch one of the Stasises here. Okay, and now it is time. Actually, no, I want red open, and I want it off of Forsaken City. All right, hero's not doing much here. I am under time pressure, so I'm going to have to really focus. Yeah, let's just go ahead and thwart that. Oh, they're choosing to keep a card in hand. That tells me that it might actually be some sort of removal spell. But I have Impulse open if I need to use it. I have a Counterspell in hand if I need to use that. Yep, Counterspell. Wow, Tranquil Domain number 3, huh? Well, time to Impulse. And all I found was another Stasis. So I'm gonna have to be okay with it. All right, Goblin Matron is getting tutored here. That is a Goblin War Chief. Oh, they're tapping out pretty low here. This might be my opportunity. And that's a Siege Gang Commander. I don't know if I can allow that to resolve. Man, I need another Pyroclasm, honestly. Yeah, War Chief has to die. And I'm just going to fall to 5 here. I need another Pyroclasm in order to stabilize this. Like, Stasis is not enough here. Okay, well, I'm going to ice your Carplusian Forest and desperately dig. Oh, maybe I should have Portented first. Yeah, I should have Portented first. Let me see if that was a mistake or not. Yeah, I should have Portented first. Oh, wow. That was a really close match. I could take the Gush and then just die. Because I'm at 5 life. And they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, even if I find... I'm not... It doesn't matter. Like, I'm dead. I'm dead here. I'm dead here. But I should have Portented first there. And yeah, maybe I was a little bit too cautious. Maybe I should have cast Portent a few turns ago, even though I was under a Stasis lock. I think that I am kind of trying to find the equilibrium here, where I need to decide if I need to be conservative, decide if I need to be aggressive. And I think I am leaning a little bit too close to conservative. That being said, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like it took 5 sideboard cards. Or I guess the 2 Naturalizes probably aren't sideboards. But Tranquil Domains, all 3 of those showed up here. I fought pretty decently, but it was not good enough. I'm going to adjust, and I'm going to be back with match 2. If you're enjoying the video and think you'd like watching more of what I make, please consider subscribing so YouTube can notify you when I go live and upload videos. I appreciate your support. Thank you. I am on the draw here against DB Merkpie. I looked them up using this username. I don't know who this is, unfortunately. And I'm going to mulligan this 0 lander. And they conceded the match. I don't know why. But good luck in your future matches, I guess, Merkpie. I'm sorry that the match ended like this, but let's just move on to round 3, I guess. Did losing to my prison deck leave you feeling bitter and despondent? Work through the stages of your grief with a membership to Fateseal Magic on Patreon, YouTube, or Twitch. As your grief matures, you'll gain perks like early video access, lessons and sideboard guides, featuring your deck in a video, and can even co-host a stream once you reach acceptance. I hope to see you on your path to healing. I am on the play here in match 3 versus Guahir 3011. Let's see if I can find a decent hand. This is a decent hand. I will keep this. It's got Stasis in hand already. It has Impulse to start digging for things, which I really like. And it's got a Counterspell. So I get to do the whole Counterspell or Impulse thing on turn 2. Basic Plains Pass, huh? What sort of nonsense are you on? Oh, it's Wild Mongrel. Do I Counterspell this? I think I'm going to Counterspell this. This just turns on all of their stuff. It turns on their circular logics. It makes it so that I can't keep their hand size managed underneath of a Black Vise. I think I just want it gone. Oh, that's just another wild mongrel, huh? Well, I'm gonna let that one go. Basic planes, huh? I'm just gonna cycle Flash of Insight here. Well, I found Black Vise, so I'm gonna take Black Vise, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna drop Black Vise yet. I think I'm gonna be patient. I can Old Open and hardcast Thwart if I need to. So this is one of the matchups where I'm really glad that I have Cursed Totems in the sideboard, and I'm glad that I made a bunch of room for them. Island, double Stasis, Thwart. Honestly, I think I'm gonna take the Island, but that was just kind of a bad hit. Do I Flash of Insight now? Just for 2? I think I will. I found Forsaken City at least. So I looked this deck up on MTG Top 8, which is a really nice resource to have. And it looks like many of them are playing like a couple Wastelands, but Wasteland is not like a super common thing. So I wonder if it's time for Stasis. I am going to play out Forsaken City here. Yeah, I think it's time for Stasis. I'm going to keep the Shivan Reef untapped. And I will drop Black Vise as well. That way, if I have to Thwart, I'm not losing as many untapped lands. I don't know if I'm going to Portent, though. That might be a bit much. These lists do play the odd Naturalize, but I have Thwart to cover that if I really need to. Wane, huh? It's a split card. Wax and Wane. I mean, I'm thwarting this, right? But that's just, like, kind of wild that they had that. I mean, if they have another one of those, I'm pretty toast here. So maybe once again, I should be Portenting instead of just auto pitching it all the time. Oh, I definitely should not have done that. That was very silly of me to do. I'm learning. This deck is not trivial to play. Yeah, they're just discarding swords to Wild Mongrel. That's fine. Ooh, I found Root Maze. I like that. Gonna pitch this Shivan Reef, tap a basic island, play basic island, and cast Root Maze. The hero should fetch right now. They didn't. All right, they only have basic forest to play the game off of then. Yeah, I don't really know if I care about that. Eventually, I'll find a Chain of Vapor for this Wild Mongrel, and then the game's just gonna be over. I'm gonna start removing all stops except for my main phase, my second main phase stop, because I don't want to keep passing turns at the beginning of the next games, and maybe that's just the thing that I need to do here. All right, I found Gush. I will cast Gush. No real reason to cast any of these spells. Just more fuel in hand for the Forsaken City, I think. Love all those tapped lands coming into play. That's lovely. I think here I am going to untap the Forsaken City, and then I'm going to tap an island, and then I'm going to Gush. Just like that. Okay, I got a nice full hand now. Eventually, I will find a Chain of Vapor. Oh, that is an Arrogant Worm, huh? Oh, but they have to cast it. It's not free. Sometimes I just think that everything is Basking Rotwalla, you know? Okay, there's Chain of Vapor. Let's go ahead and chain that Wild Mongrel now. It's possible that the hero just completely discards their hand here. They do have a single untapped green source. I'm not convinced that they can answer my lock with a single untapped green source. Yeah, they're just changing color on this Wild Mongrel as much as they want. That's fine. They probably should have discarded their entire hand, honestly. Oh, yeah, they can chain my Stasis. Oh my goodness, they can chain my Stasis. Why didn't I just wait until their end step? Ugh, jeez. Why didn't I just wait until their end step? Okay, well, I have made a mistake here. All I had to do was wait until their end step and I would have been fine. Well, Mongrel is down again. Tireless Tribe is down too. Ridiculous. That was just a complete throw. I am going to exile this Shivan Reef here. And now I've got to set my stops back, which I really don't like. I think I just have to play Stasis here. Yeah, I'm going to. I just threw. That's all that happened. I just threw. Now I might lose the entire match because of that. Okay, I found second chain. Like, literally all I had to do was wait until their end step or any time in their turn. Well, I'm not going to be able to cast double Counterspell, so I may as well get rid of one of them. Mana short here, huh? Just going to continue to hold. Yeah, all it takes is one bad decision and then the game's just completely gone. But, like, that was a rookie mistake. I should have known better than that. Oh, Sylvan Library? Yeah, you can have that. Please, tap your lands. All right, I'm going to attempt to recover this game. I don't know if I will be able to or not. Okay, so this is Gush, and I will be casting that on the pitch cast here. Into additional copies of Forsaken City. I think this actually might be really good for me. I am going to pitch one of these islands, and I'm just going to pay for this thing with the other island. I think I am going to put Forsaken City into play. Okay, not going to untap that one. I will untap this one, and then I will pay off the island. Okay, so now I have 3 islands in play. I've burned through all 3 of my Gushes, unfortunately. I need additional ways to find card advantage. Oh, they kept a card. That's not good. I'm going to turn off my auto yields here. I will float off this guy. I'm going to pitch a Black Vise. I don't need that. Oh, they're just pitching a bunch of stuff to the Tireless Tribe. That's fair. I mean, using fire to burn them out is always a choice if they go too deep on this Sylvan Library. And I've got double Chain of Vapor up now again, but I don't have Thwart, which I really want in this situation. I think it's time to get rid of Mana Short. This just got so much more tricky because of that silly mistake from earlier. I don't see any Thwarts in exile. They're in my deck somewhere. I'm going to have to find them. I'm going to have to find them relatively quickly, actually. There's Fire Ice. Is that even helpful in the slightest? I don't think so. Not unless the hero puts themselves to 2 with this Sylvan Library, which might happen. Extremely unlikely to happen, but it might happen. Don't think I'm going to count on it. That's basic island. I don't need that. I'm starting to run out of cards in deck. I don't like this. There's a chance that I will have to fire off my stuff without Thwart. Oh, I really don't like this. What on earth is that? Yeah, that's another card that they have. That is literally just a hardcast Savannah Lions. I don't know why they did that. I have to play around an additional copy of whatever that thing was earlier, though. Like, I think I just have to. Although, maybe I should take a slightly different approach. Maybe I can't afford to chain my Stasis now. Actually, no. No, I'm not going to. I want either a Thwart or I want my 4th Chain of Vapor, and I don't know where they're at. But I think it might be time to pitch Counterspell. Give myself some additional mana. Okay, that's triple chain. That should be good enough. I'm going to do this on their end step. I am going to chain my Stasis. I'm going to sacrifice, honestly, the tapped Forsaken City. I am going to chain their Wild Mongrel. All right, that just happened. Okay, now I'm going to chain their Tireless Tribe. They should dump their hand right now. Looks like they're working on it. I hate having to do this, but I don't think I can play around another one of those removal spells that they had. I just don't think I can afford to do it. Okay, their hand's empty. They can chain something else if they want to. It doesn't really matter. They're targeting the Root Maze. That's why I left Forsaken City untapped. No, and no. Oh, and I found Thwart. That's lovely. Okay, Root Maze down. Stasis down. And now I'm going to attempt to win this game. This is ridiculous, by the way. Yeah, I'm thwarting that. Really lucky I didn't have to use another Chain of Vapor on it. Okay. They are at 9. There is a genuine possibility that I will have to fire their face. I think I've won this game, but at what cost? At what cost? Oh, I think I might have done that incorrectly or something. Oh, actually, I might lose still, because they can still make land drops. Jeez, am I gonna have to get them on time? And I think I made a mistake somewhere in this chain that caused me to lose out on a mana that I kind of desperately needed. Yeah, I'm gonna lose the game. Jeez. Oh, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and concede. Honestly, that was a horrible misplay. And then I kept playing the game after that. That kind of cost me, I think that cost me the match. So how do I want to sideboard against them? Cursed Totems come in, obviously. And then what? Do I just take out the Flash, take out a Mana Short? I think I cannot afford to take out a Black Vise in this situation. I think I just have to have Black Vise. I think to that end, like normally I would want to take out Black Vise, but I think in this situation I have to take out either a Fire Ice or a Thwart or a Gush. I think I might take out Gush because I have to win 2 games in like 9 minutes. So I need my Black Vises. Oh, not 9 minutes, 7 minutes. All right, I'm gonna keep. Thank goodness I set that main phase draw step, that stop, because I would have just freaking died there. Root Maze, Island, Impulse, and I'll Impulse past the Root Maze. Oh, I could just land Cursed Totem, and I think I will do that. And that gives me the best of everything. And I think it is time to drop Black Vise, unfortunately. It's gotta happen. I need to win this game quickly. All right, Impulse time. Let's see if I can find a Stasis. I did. I think I'm gonna land Root Maze now. Okay, they are just making themselves vulnerable to what I've got going on. This is going to be a very quick win. I am going to ice their remaining forests, pitch a Stasis here, cast Stasis, and now we're going to win this game very quickly. All right, they just conceded the game. They didn't want to play that anymore. Oh, that was close. Now I've got 6 minutes and 23 seconds to win game 3. I think I'm going to keep it as is. Going down a Gush is almost certainly incorrect. I should be going down a Black Vise. But in that game, if I didn't have Black Vise, that would have just dragged on way too long. This is Counterspell, Gush, Consistency. I like this hand. I've got Forsaken City in it already. I'm going to Portent here. I don't really like these cards. I'm going to shuffle. Oh, just Savannah Lions, huh? That's fine. Oh, they are pumping their Root Wallow. Okay. Let me see if I can Impulse into something good. I didn't. Just found Portent. But you know what? Might be a good day for a Portent here. I don't know if it's that good of a day for a Portent. Yeah, I'm gonna shuffle this. I found Thwart, which is nice. Yeah, I'm gonna chain the Root Wallow. They're gonna be spending mana on it like that. I want it gone. And since they double tapped Forest to do that, that actually means that they couldn't cast it that turn either. Here's the Root Wallow again. I found Black Vise. I don't know if I'm going to drop that right now because I kind of want to hard cast a Gush here. Second verse, same as the first. This is not the turn for Gush, unfortunately. Okay, Root Wallow's down again. And the hero is going below 5 minutes first, which is really interesting. I'm just going to chain it again. I am just going to chain it again. Let me cast Gush hard cast here, and then I'm going to see if I want to thwart this. I probably won't. Oh yeah, that's just Fire Ice. All right, that's fine. I'm going to pitch this Shivan Reef to untap Forsaken City. I kind of just want an untapped source of red right now that doesn't hurt me. And I am going to ice the Root Wallow because I want to draw the card. I am falling all the way down to 4. I don't like that. That's a really low life total. And I'm kind of out of gas. I'm going to counterspell this. Sylvan Library, I'm going to have to be okay with. Okay, it's time for my deck to deliver a Stasis to me, please. Cursed Totem will unfortunately have to do. But falling all the way down to 1 means I need to counter literally every single creature that comes down. This is not a winning position. Jeez. Countering a Savannah Lions on turn 9. That's embarrassing. Okay, Stasis, please. That's Portent, which is not Stasis. And yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing. So it's possible that if I had just found a Stasis at any point in this chain, then I would have been okay. But yeah, it just didn't matter. I think that the deck's fail rate may have hit here. I think I played decently enough, but this was 1, 2, 3, 4 actual like card draw spells that could look at 4 cards each, plus a Gush, plus the cantrip off of ice. So that is 16, 19 cards seen off of cantrips alone, plus all of the cards that I've drawn for naturally this turn. So that is basically half my deck with no Stasis. Yeah, I think that might have just been the deck's fail rate. That's unfortunate. Okay, if I had won game 1, then I would have, won game 1. So this match loss was due to that horrid misplay in game 1 here. Just not do that again. Don't do that again. Chain of Vapor is an instant. You don't have to cast it at Sorcery Speed. Ugh. All right, on to match 4, I think. Yeah. So my bad luck charm has found his way to my shoulder. I am on the play in match 4 versus... Ow! Cat with his claws stuck in my freaking suit. Cat, please! No, stop! Oh! Okay. I think I'm gonna keep this hand. It has interaction in it, which I really like. Double Forsaken City is a bit much on the Forsaken Cities, but I think it's all right. And this land is Wasteland resistant. This hand is Wasteland resistant in the fact that it has 3 non-basic lands in it. And of course, in basically all situations, I'm going to be firing off that Shivan Reef. I don't think I want to commit to this. I don't think I like that. There's no Stasis in there. There's not really any good stuff that I want right now. Hey, Stasis, look at that. Oh, and we're versus a red deck. Mog Fanatic. So this could be Sligh, it could be Goblins. It's probably Goblins. But at the very least, they didn't have a Goblin Lackey start. My cat is a baby. Look at him. Okay, well, I'm going to get this Shivan Reef down. This will let me fire something if I need to. Okay, yeah, it's Goblins. They got the Rishadan ports. Goblin Pile Driver, huh? I think I will simply fire that. I do not want to play against Pile Driver. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything here. I really wish that was Root Maze, because if that was Root Maze, then the game would have just been over. Oh, they're short on lands, are they? That's interesting. Well, I drew Counterspell. Because I drew Counterspell, I think I will actually drop the Black Vise, just to get it out of the way. Like, I could have played Stasis there. Didn't want to get blown out by a Wasteland top decked, especially since I don't have like a chain or something. I don't have a lot of lands, but I should have given it more thought. Okay, this is fine for me. If they just port me here, then I'm okay with that. I do have Island open now. Like, I have the Thwart mana now. I think I am going to Stasis. They're going to be porting my city anyway. Oh my goodness, they're just blowing up my Black Vise. That is really good news for me. Yeah, there's the Wasteland. I actually don't think I'm going to exile here. I think I'm just going to use the Shivan Reef to pay for Stasis. And honestly, I think in this situation, I can afford to hold. They're being pretty coy with this Wasteland. Here, I think I will exile. Gonna start trying to build up cards in hand. Another basic island is fantastic. I love to see that. And they haven't shown a willingness to... Oh, well, I just keep finding these. But they haven't shown a willingness to, like, wasteland my untapped non-basic lands. So it's possible that next turn I will just drop another city. Although I don't know if I actually want to do that. I think I'm okay with everything just being as is. Gonna hold the Thwart. I'm gonna hold the Counterspell. Ooh, do I thwart this? I think I might thwart this. What's the worst thing that they could put in off of Goblin Lackey? A Siege Gang Commander, which would be an additional 5 damage. That would put me down to 7. I think I'm gonna thwart this. It also gives me an opportunity to return these islands to hand. And I have a sneaking suspicion that this pilot is actually on mono red goblins. I'm going to play the Forsaken City now. It is actually impossible for them to take me off of my Stasis log with that play. I will exile here, not here. All right, that's good. Ooh, found Chain of Vapor. That's exciting. Chain of Vapor represents a ton of cards in this situation. Now I need to just eventually hit a Black Vise and I am in great shape. That's another Rishadan port. I don't like that. Not exiling here. Honestly, I think it might be time to chain. So I am going to just drop a land. And yeah, it's time to chain. I am not going to be doing anything with this. Thank you very much. Oh, there was a free impulse right there. I should have done that. Not gonna exile, not gonna exile. I'm just gonna drop Stasis again. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit silly for not getting that impulse in while I had the chance. I do need to win this game at some point. Like, it's kind of getting down to that point, you know, where it's time to win the game. So I will need to find another Black Vise here. Instead, I'm just finding stinky impulses. Oh, that's a Goblin Lackey, huh? I think I'm still in the market to counterspell these. Are you finally going to rip off your Wasteland? It's been sitting in play for a while. You could do it. Oh, hey, I hit Gush. That was one of the best possible hits that I could have had in this situation. And honestly, I think I will cast Portent just because I have a little bit more resources now. Oh, and that's Black Vise. Island, Black Vise, Island. I will not shuffle. This is me learning from my mistakes in the previous matches that we've played in this league. Match 1, I was holding Portent forever, but in this situation, I think it's fine for me to fire it off. I think I have enough resources to where I can do that. And I do have a lot of resources here. I think I will exile one of the cities. Like, I've got another Chain of Vapor here, right? So I could bounce my Stasis at any point, basically. Oh, I guess they do have double Wasteland now, don't they? Maybe I should have paid a little more attention to that. I think it'll still be okay. I think my suspicion that this is Red Goblins is correct, like with no green splash. I haven't seen a single Wooded Foothills or Carplusian Forest or anything like that this entire game. I think it might be time to bounce my Stasis. And I'm not going to chain it. Just gonna get my nice untap step in. And now I've got a ton of draws before I have to start worrying about losing out on the Stasis. Okay, this is a Goblin Matron, and that is a Goblin Lackey, so maybe they were waiting for me to chain Stasis. Oh no, am I going to lose this game too? Well, I mean, I've got Thwart now, but I don't know if that's actually going to be useful. 11, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 1. They would need 2 more mountains to do that? Just doing math for the Siege Gang Commander here. Let's see what they've got. Oh, it's just another Goblin Matron, huh? Yeah, I am going to thwart this Goblin Lackey. I think that they might be trying to get some sort of chain going, and I don't like it. And I found another Chain of Vapor, which I really like. But I think I have this game now. That thwart on the Goblin Lackey helped out a lot. Now I'm holding open Impulse. Hopefully that can find a counterspell if I really need it. Black Vise is dealing a ton of damage. It's only going to be a couple of turns before the game is over now. Oh, I can just end the game now, actually. Let's go ahead and do that. Thank you, Black Vise. All right, that was fantastic. Okay. A little bit spicy there, a little bit saucy, but still got the win. I think there might have been something to say about my Chain of Vapor. Maybe I wasn't considering as many things as I should have considered by firing that off. Maybe I could have played that a little bit better. Like that first Chain of Vapor, the one where it was just like, oh yeah, but they have the second Wasteland. I didn't see that. Probably should have seen that. Okay, so sideboarding. I'm not going to be doing anything different just because they're not playing green. I'm going to be taking out Flash, Mana Short, and 1 Black Vise here. This is a pretty good hand. I think I'm going to keep it. It doesn't have any of my sideboard cards, but like I can chain a Lackey or something if I'm in a desperate situation. Mountain Pass, huh? Island Pass. If they just drop Pile Driver here, I'm going to cry. But no, it's just Goblin Lackey. I think I am just going to chain this now. And then if I want to, I can counter it on the way back down. But they've been hard representing Pyroblast this entire time. Although if they Pyroblast my Counterspell, then that would be a good trade anyway. I might have to ignore the Lackey. Hey, Wasteland, I dodged that. Do I want to counter this? I honestly, I don't think I do. I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to let it go. Do I chain it now? I'm going to let it hit. I'm going to let it hit. Oh, they just refuse to put anything in. All right, sure. So what, is their hand just full of Pyroblasts then? Huh. I kind of wish I could just have all of these cards. But in all honesty, like I might just have to take the Fire Ice here. But gosh, I wish I could have all of those. Oh, well, another Fire Ice. Yeah, I don't mind that. Given that I have another Fire Ice, I think I am just going to fire this now. I'm going to assume that it was a misclick on the Lackey trigger last time. Yeah, Goblin Tinker, I don't care about that. I think it's Stasis time. I think it is Stasis time. They tap their Wasteland to do that. I have Counterspell for Pyroblast open here, as expected. Okay, and now we are going to attempt to do the whole Stasis thing. I think I am going to do my best to keep chain up. Oh, double chain. Heck yeah, I love that. I am going to chain my Stasis right now. And I don't think I'm going to bounce the Tinker. Oh, yeah, love to see that. They found the mountain, which worries me a little bit. Yeah, and they just had another Red Blast. I am going to chain Stasis in response here. Am I going to sack a land? No, I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to bounce their Tinkerer. But they are going to get a nice untap here. Okay, they're blowing up the Black Vise. I'm just going to have to be okay with that. Ooh, I found Gush. I think I'm going to hold. I don't think I'm going to do anything here. Yeah, that's beautiful. And this lets me actually ice their mountain and see if I can find another counterspell of some sort for third Red Blast. Yeah, I think this opponent has just been a little bit too aggressive, and I've been able to counter it because of that. Well, I found another Gush. Yeah, Stasis time. And I am going to drop the Black Vise. I want to get this game over quickly. All right, I now have Impulse into Thwart as a potential out. Oh, they've just done nothing here, huh? I think because of that, I'm going to turn off my auto yields. I'm going to put Stasis on the bottom here, and I'm going to Gush in my upkeep. Okay, I found a Counterspell. I wasn't sure if I needed a Counterspell or if I needed a Thwart. So since I found Counterspell, I'm actually not going to untap City. I'm going to pay off of this. And I'm just going to continue to make land drops. All right, heroes at 5. That is a Goblin Tinker blowing up my Black Vise. I think I'm just going to let that go. I will find another Black Vise eventually. I think I am actually going to get rid of Impulse because I have so many lands and I have this Counterspell specifically. Ooh, Pyroclasm. I like that. I don't think I will Pyroclasm. I think I'm just going to hold open this Counterspell. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of the Impulse. I think I'm going to get rid of the Shivan Reef here. Yeah, I think I shouldn't have gotten rid of the Impulse. It didn't matter anyway because I just have this Counterspell now. But still. Third Red Blast. Get the heck out of here. I'm not even that vulnerable to Wasteland because I have another city in hand. I'm just waiting to deploy it. Honestly, get rid of Pyroclasm. I don't think I need that. Oh, game's over. Okay. I don't mind. Game is just over. Root Maze, love you, bae. Mwah. Yeah, tap that Rishadan Port. Tap it down real good. I love just ripping Root Maze off the top of my deck and winning games. It's a great feeling. You know, I am going to change Stasis here, I think. There's literally nothing they can do about it. Their stuff all comes into play tap. Look at that tap mountain coming into play. That's great. Change Stasis. I'm not going to sack a land here. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have played that island, but still, it's fine. Now I'm literally just looking for Black Vise. That's all I need. At this point, with so many resources, I think I will Impulse if I need to. Like, if I find one, then I will. I'm just trying to get the game over with at this point. Same with Portent. Yeah, look at that Wasteland coming to play tapped. Beautiful. There's the Black Vise. Oh, finally, we can end this game. I love how Black Vise enters tapped, but it still works. Thanks, Black Vise. I love you. Okay, and they gave it up. Root Maze won me that game. I keep saying that. I'm sorry. I keep saying that. Root Maze won me that game. Root Maze just, it just, when it shows up, it just wins you the game. Thanks, Root Maze. Maybe I could have played game 1 of this match a little bit better. I think game 2 was fine enough. Honestly, just the Root Maze. It's just great. Okay, let's go ahead and play match 5 here. I'm on the play here in the 5th and final match versus a man who loves hands. I think I will keep this. It's a bit of a slow hand, and I am just kind of looking for lands here, but Stasis and Forsaken City just all together. Oh, I could do something really funny. I could do something really, 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 really funny, and I think I will. I'm going to put Thwart on the bottom, Root Maze in the middle, Island on top. Oh, that's a Barbarian Ring and a Jackal Pup. Honestly, I think that might be correct. You just do turn 3 full lock here. And I am going to go one step further, and I am actually going to play Root Maze right now. This will make the land that they play on this turn enter tapped. Okay, yeah, that's just Barbarian Ring. Ugh, that's another Jackal Pup. So this does give me a very small problem, and I'll explain that problem in a moment. But for now, it's just time to land Stasis. So here's the problem. I am against Sligh. They're going to attack with their Jackal Pup. They're going to put me to 16. Pray tell, how much damage does Fire Blast do? That's right, it deals 4 damage. So they could just play 8 mountains and 4 Fire Blasts and then just win the game. So I will need to find a Black Vise and get it down before that happens. Oh, I found another city. Well, another city is a requirement for this to work. I think I'm going to play it. Maybe I should have held it in hand for a little bit though, huh? Let's go ahead and remove some of these stops. I don't need them. because now I kind of have to do this whole song and dance. Yeah, lands entering tapped. I like to see that. Okay. Boop, boop, and boop. So really the only thing that I could see myself needing islands for is Gush at this point. Oh, speaking of, yeah, I am going to fire off this Gush. Oh, there's double Black Vise. Okay, we're good. We are peachy keen. This game is going to be over very quickly. I don't need that. I don't need this Thwart. That is just triple Black Vise. That's ridiculous. I don't think I need to spend a bunch of resources getting triple Black Vise into play. It is impossible for the hero to win this game now. So I am just going to continue to make sure that my execution on this is correct. And then I'm going to slowly burn them out. Not that slowly, actually. They're taking a ton of damage. Okay, and the game is over now. Oh, that is so nice. You know, OSB and I were having a conversation about playing a second root maze in between matches. I could see it. I could genuinely see it. Root maze just slamming the door shut on these games. And now I'm going to take root maze out, actually. And I'm also going to take the mana short and the flash of insight out. And I am bringing in triple chill. Chill is in the sideboard for Sligh. It's just really good against Sligh. And chill is effectively your root maze in this situation. Chill in the opening hand, Forsaken City, got plenty of dig, got a counterspell. This is what a keepable hand looks like. Gonna put my stops back in place. I'm remembering to do that. Yeah, Jackal Pup comes down. I'm gonna have to be okay with that. Oh, but I just have Fire Ice, so I could, if they have like a double Jackal Pup start. Oh, how badly do I want this Stasis? If I were to keep this, I would put Black Vise on the bottom, Stasis in the middle, Counterspell on top. But that is 3 cards that are not lands, and I kind of wanted land, especially for Thwart. I'm going to keep the cards. I'm going to keep them. I'm going to try this. That's a Glirin Lavamancer. I'm not particularly worried about that. Oh, they're just representing Pyroblast here, huh? I think because they are representing Pyroblast, I'm just going to hold my horses. I can use Counterspell on a Pyrostatic Pillar or a Sulfuric Vortex. Ball Lightning. You know, I believe it was Bosch and Roll that I saw playing Ball Lightning in a video. I mean, this is putting me down to 9. That's not a particularly comfortable life total. They did tap out for this, though. And I also saw that a Ball Lightning list 5-0'd a league. The question is, though, do I want to counterspell this? If I do, then I would have to draw the Black Vise. I could counterspell into Chill. That might be a good use of my mana. Just, I'm taking 9 here. I think I'm gonna counterspell this. I think that's too much damage. I think I want to buy myself some time. And unfortunately, I don't believe I can just clap back with Stasis here. I think I have to drop Chill. Okay, yeah, they're holding Lavamancer back. That's good news for me. I'm hoping they just tap all their mountains for something silly here. Nope, they didn't do it. Not exiling to Forsaken City. I hope to draw just an island or land of any type. Yeah, Forsaken City, that's great. It's kind of great. I think I'm going to continue to hold. Yeah, they're just Lavamancing me. I'm going to fall to 9 here. Ooh, that's kind of scary. Let me Impulse. Triple Island into Stasis. I'm going to take an island off of this. And then I think I am going to ice one of their mountains, honestly. Although, let's think about this. Icing a mountain would require me to tap all of my cities, basically. I would not be able to untap them. I think I'm actually not going to ice the mountain. And I'm going to rely on Thwart here. I think I see a win. I just need to execute properly here. Gonna go for the Stasis right now. And that just worked. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna drop Black Vise. This is gonna put the pressure on their hand that I need to make this game not drag on for super long. Because honestly, unless I have like more chills or Black Vises or something, I think the hero will have inevitability. Like 1 chill might not actually be good enough. Oh, that's just a Fire Blast at my face, huh? I think I'm okay with that. Jackal Pup's tapped. Grim Lavamancer can do at most like a little bit of damage to me. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. And then if they have another one of those, then I just thwart it. Islands enter untapped. This Fire Ice is my Forsaken City food. And now the hero's under the Black Vise. Y'all thought that Root Maze was bad? Chill is way worse against these red decks. Do I drop Black Vise number 2? No, I don't think so. I think I can just win off of the 1 Black Vise that I have right now. I don't think I have to be super aggressive like that. Although that would have cut it into the turns down into like a lot less turns. So maybe I should have done that. Yeah, I'm actually going to do it. I should have thought it through. I should have done the math on it. I think that misplay with the Black Vise there, I think that just gave the hero more turns than it should have. Destroy target artifact. 6-3-0. So they'd get 3 more draws. If I thwart this, then they would go down to 4-0. Did they play a land this turn? They did. So if I thwart this, then they cannot play another red spell for the rest of the game. If I do not thwart this, then that means they could potentially cast another red spell. I think I am going to thwart this because if I have my Black Vises in play, then next turn they play a mountain, and there's not a spell in the game that is not a red spell that can interrupt with what I'm doing, that is just castable off of like colorless or something. Like it'd have to be a colorless spell. So they would go to 4. I guess they could have like a Cursed Scroll, but if they play Cursed Scroll, then that would be tapping a mountain and that would kind of just reset things. I think I will thwart this. And I think that move right there just won me the game. Because of that, I am going to pitch a couple of islands here, or at least 1 island. Actually, I'm going to do that. Oh, that's another Black Vise. That doesn't change the clock. I'm not going to play that. I will cast Portent in this situation. I'm going to dig for Counterspell. Yeah, found Counterspell. Okay, so that is probably not necessary, but it does make me feel better. Okay, just as I drew it up, they are falling to 4 here. And that's the game. Ooh, that was the game. Okay, so that was me actually taking the time to sit down and think about the decisions that I made. Which, you know, when you make the correct call, it feels nice. Chill is a heck of a sideboard card against those red decks. It's really strong. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap up the league. Just based off of this league alone, and I'm going to need a little bit more testing with this, but just based off this league alone, I think that this list is extremely close to ideal. It might actually be at ideal. We saw Pyroclasm be relevant, we saw Cursed Totem be relevant, and we saw Chill be relevant. As much as I hate to say it, it's possible that Chill is the weakest link here. It is possible that Chill should be Root Maze. But then again, like Chill slows down those Sligh decks so much. So I'm not sure. And Sligh is still a pretty decent part of the meta. But if I were to be cutting sideboard cards, it's possible that I might just say, all right, I'm just going to give up on red and side out the Chills. Or take the Chills out of the deck and replace them with, I don't know, Hormod's Crypt, something to hedge against the more graveyard-focused decks. But I like this list a lot. I think that the sideboard mappings that I've been testing in this league are very good. And I think I am going to commit to those. I honestly do think that this is the way to build Stasis. I think that the red splash is just such a valuable part of what makes this build possible. The fire ices have been so good in this league. Firing things has been relevant. Icing things has been relevant. Remember when I iced those 2 lands out of the Goblins player so that I could make sure that they were tapped out of like all of the stuff that they could have, like the naturalizes and stuff like that. It's a really good card. It's an extremely versatile card. And it is the sort of flex slot that I like having in Stasis. Pyroclasm was really strong against Goblins. Goblins is a huge chunk of the field. According to MTG Goldfish, it has overtaken Stifle Knot as the most played deck in Premodern. Be prepared for Goblins. Pyroclasm is a way that you can be prepared for them. And the Root Maze. I will continue to stand Root Maze. You saw how good Root Maze was in this league. I won how many games? Like at least 2 games that I can remember just off of getting Root Maze into play. And I think I could have won like an additional game there if I hadn't like fumbled the bag or the ball or whatever against Madness. I could have won that game too, but I was very silly. But this deck is in a really good spot. I really like this build of Stasis, and I'm going to continue playing it until I actually get good at it. This program is made possible by generous funding from these sponsors, and also by your view, like, and comment, the support of my wife and son, and by contributions to Fate Seal Magic from viewers like you. Thank you.